Hello everyone, this is Mike with Play More Games, and today is a very special day because handed to me directly by the postman was The Greatest Day, Utah Beach, Battle for Normandy Volume 2. Just 15 minutes ago this arrived. You can see it's still in shrink. If you followed this channel for any amount of time, you know I'm a big fan of the Grand Tactical series and the Company Sale System series. This is The Greatest Day, Volume 2. So, I think Volume 1, Gold, Sword, and Juno, the British and Canadian sectors of the D-Day, was published, I think, in 2015, if I can remember correctly. Anyway, it's been a long time coming, and I am confident that it'll be well worth the wait. So let's flip this over and take a quick look at the back. You could probably guess the quote without being able to see it and read it. "You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you." General Dwight D. Eisenhower, June 5th, 1944. There's a lot of stuff in here. It looks like 5 rule books, 1 rule summary, 17 counter sheets, 5 or 6 different maps, some of them double-sided, a bunch of map overlays, various charts. So I haven't followed any sort of news regarding the game or the system. If anything is changed, if anything is different. I'm thinking specifically about the naval invasion system. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to finding out. You can see the mat samples here, Carentan, St. Mary Lee. So, you know, you'll open up with action from the airborne divisions, and then of course you have the landings themselves, and then you have the whole peninsula. So all that's left is the middle, Omaha Beach, and then the truly courageous gamers among us will be able to play the monster game, to end all monster games, I think. That's putting the cart before the horse here. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Okay. Here is our inventory list. Here is our dice, and we have a 6-sided dice. If I had to guess without knowing, I don't know what that's going to be for. We have errata and clarifications, everyone's favorite. This all looks pretty minor. Yeah. Alright, so we have version 2.0 of the rules of play, so that has not changed. We have our Utah Beach exclusive rules with a nice image of a paratrooper. Yes. Side profiles of Allied and German units. And let's see, as far as special rules, let's see, what do we have? We have rules on terrain, weather and night, the naval invasion system. Looks like they've got this down to 8 pages here. I can't remember off the top of my head how long it was in the previous one. Piggyback mode, historical events, landmines, German special rules, Allied special rules. I have 2 pages of optional rules. Yes. Looks great. Alright. So we have our half counter sheet here, and these just look like some odds and end units, some extra barrage markers, things like that. So I have different minefield counters. Oh, there's the classic on the back. Improved position, suppression markers. We have our terrain effects chart, double-sided. American column and cohesion hit markers. Here's our scenario book. This is scenario book 2, advanced scenarios. So advanced scenarios 1 and 2. This looks like maybe a 4 mapper. We'll see. And advanced scenario 3 map. On the inside, you have the scenarios themselves, including the reinforcement list. Alright, now we've got some Germans. And this is formation marker, this is Kampfgruppe Jäger, penal Russian battalions. What is the name of this division? I can't see, it's not jumping out at me. Alright, let's take a look at some more counters. Bocage, definitely have a lot of that in this title. Paradrop markers, glider markers. Here is our terrain effects chart notes, as well as our combat table. We have German suppression markers. Here we have our campaign scenarios. War that it were so simple. So, like the other game, you have a single day scenario, and then I would imagine that these two here are probably going to be a similar time frame for the first title, Gold Sword and Juno, which I think was about a week. Have American improved position and column markers. Here we have Utah Beach actual. I think there's also an overlay for the planned one. And then of course the actual landing. And you have all these units that are going to be coming in, apart from the paratroopers, on these 4 invasion hexes. So, grab your tweezers. Alright, we have some more Germans here. 243rd Infantry Division over there, 77th Infantry Division over here, and then this looks like part of another sheet. Okay, so here we are. Greatest Day, Scenario Map, Book 1. We have a learning scenario battle for Breakcourt Manor. And we have a pair of introductory scenarios that are going to cover, those look like landing scenarios. And then you have a bunch of what looks like 1 or 2 map scenarios, and then some bigger ones as well. I'm definitely going to be trying to maximize table space in order to get some of these bigger scenarios played. Definitely. Oh man, there's so much more. We have more German units. And on the left we have the 17th SS Panzer Grenadiers, as well as the 352nd Infantry Division. On the right we have the 91st LL Infantry Division. We have another copy of Combat Results Table. Okay, it looks like we might be getting into some allies here. Yes. So this is the 358th Infantry Regiment. On the right, on the left, we have the 47th Infantry Regiment. Here we have the planned beach landing. So if you kind of compare them between the two, you can see that they line up. Here's 21025 on this one. This is the plan. So to land north of 21025, which would be these hexes here, and drifted a couple of hexes to the south. So I'm not sure what kind of terrain this is, but it'll be interesting to see what that looks like when you go to set it up. And here we have the airborne. So this is the 501st, 101st Airborne Division. You have the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment. Yes, very cool. Alright, let's take a look at some of these maps. So this is an 11 by 17 map, campaign game map F. Here we have more Germans, including weapons nests. I think these are the first ones I've seen. Now we're going to have many division tables, so we'll just take a quick look. Here's the 101st. If you haven't played this game before, you use this to track your division, so your divisions will have a couple of markers that you use. Division points, dispatch points, and then the ratings, they'll be marked there. Troop quality changes are monitored here. Reinforcements are placed here on turns they're due to arrive. Since this is airborne, they have a separate straggler box for airborne. You have a spot to reassign your formations. You have your victory conditions. You have any potential artillery parks. And then you have any sort of available rear guards, divisional units. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a whole bunch of those. Smell really nice. Here we have our naval display. So your battleships will go here. Your landing craft will go there. You have a weather marker / turn track. Yep, and we have June 5th all the way to June 16th. So maybe these are there for completeness sake. So around 11 days. Okay. More units. I can see naval units. Okay, we have some ships. The Nevada. Ooh, the Black Prince. Enterprise. We have a motley crew of ships here. I have a rules summary. This looks like the same one that's been around for a couple of iterations of the game now. I have a second copy of the terrain effects chart. And more units. Here we have our landing craft. And here, this looks like the 82nd Airborne. It's a slightly different shade of green than the 101st. Okay, now we have some of the most beautiful maps in wargaming. This is a scenario map, so I'm not sure which scenario this is because I'm just opening this now for the first time, but it is double-sided. This is bought scenario map G, And this is Saint-Marie-du-Mont scenario map. Here is another campaign map. Campaign game map 9. So this is just 2 sheets. I mean, I can zoom in, but you'll really want to get this and see for yourself so you can see all of the little detail. It really is quite amazing. There are a number of maps here. I don't want to unfold all of them until I am ready. There's a Carentan scenario map, so you're going to play out the fight for Carentan on a single map. So for the space challenged, that'll be a definite benefit. And on the other side is, this looks like heading north up the peninsula, Montembourg map. So, right here is the Invasion Beach. Alright. That is enough for right now. So I am going to do the hard work of boxing this all back up, but I really am excited to get into this one, and I look forward to hopefully bringing you some GTS content very, very soon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, this quick look at The Greatest Day, Utah Beach, Battle for Normandy Volume 2. Stick around for more. This is Mike with Play More Games. Thank you, and have an awesome day. Bye.